split.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready, go. TX.
And the drive starts with a run from Achane.
And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
21G, 21G.
Here's Tua. He'll dump this off to Achane.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Play action. Now it's Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
20 TX.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And his throw here is incomplete.
When you look at this defense,
they enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down it.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Following the interception, here's Prescott.
Drops this off with Nwangu.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards as they get to reset the sticks.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just snuck out there. But he's got a nice first down.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pick up on first down. Back-to-back good plays. Have them on the move on first down.
They'll go right back to Nwangu.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Kill. Here we go, 47.
A second down throw for Prescott. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Bisons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive, he burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On play action, here's Tua, out to his left. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown, then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out, still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa steps away. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parks. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Turbo 2, ice jet. Ice jet, turbo 2, ice jet.
A give, running right, Achane. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And it's caught downfield by Pickens. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it's 2nd down.
But you look at this defense.
Coming into this one, ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Solo left Zion.
Looking to pass. Tua. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down.
Jason Sanders with the Dolphin field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right.
Down the sideline he goes.
And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Up the middle, no longer. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Hey, kill. Good.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd and 10.
Hey, kill. Here we go, 46.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And it's caught. Touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Bisons add 6 to their lead.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it's 21-3.
Next to score, Bisons 21, Dolphins 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Tua.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Let's go. 21G, 21G. Hey.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Hey, get straight.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
21G. Watch it, Oscar. 20, TX. Hey. Out.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Here's one deep for Pickens. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Tua now on 1st down. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
This defense, 3 interceptions now. And, Charles, obviously that one for the pick 6. That gives them a 3-possession lead, and they are really in the driver's seat.
Makes you imagine what that lead could become with another half of football left to play because the way they're getting after it, partner, 30 points, 40 points, even 50 points, that type of a lead, not out of the question. And neither is another pick 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Go ahead.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at the 41-yard line.
Hand off to Achane to begin the drive.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Tua sets up to pass it. Throw caught by Achane.
It'll be a gain of 5. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Danielle Hunter in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
No sign of Tua departing. 4th down. They're going for it.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Teamwork.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Connor. Long. Hey, 21, TA. Scat.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
Kill, kill. 47. Under.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Throwing, Prescott.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over here up near the 40.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
They're right here.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
All right, fellas.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Hey. Watch it, Oscar.
From the gun, it's Tua.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Go ahead.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
All right.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Solo left Zion.
Tua to throw again. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
27.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott.
They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Prescott. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Kill. 47.
Now Prescott.
That is caught.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
At the Dolphins' 43-yard line.
Another run down for Nwangu.
Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Give left side here for Nwangwu.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown!
3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Bison's decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it. Pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. And that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. On first down, Tagovailoa. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Play action. Now it's Tua.
Here's one deep for Pickens. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
And this is a situation where as a head coach you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
Here's 2nd and 10.
20, TX.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. Forced out to his left.
Here's one deep for Pickens. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Number 2. Number 1, high.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua.
Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and they knocked that deficit down from 29 to 26. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe way... You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down.
There he goes, right side. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
95 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Hey, kill!
On 1st and 10, Prescott. That is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the... Look at the big man rumble. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and take it to the house for a Miami touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game.
Dolphins 16. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Nwangu going to get it on the counter.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on the line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On the give is Nwangu.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Handoff here to Nwangu.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Here's Nwangu.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Here we go, going to 53. Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
Prescott now. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Tua.
Able to find his man. It's Pickens.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Brian Asamoah working his way in to pick up the sack.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Tua going to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
2 straight sacks have him backed up now for a 3rd and goal.
21G. Hey, watch it, Oscar.
Looking to pass. Tua.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
20, TX.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The 4th quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these spots.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Brandon Smith picks it off.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hans team able to secure the football. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game.
At their own 6-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Solo left Zion.
Throwing Tua.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Go to 54. Go to 54. 26.
Throwing here, Prescott. And it's caught. Touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Bisons have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point forthcoming. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
The score, Bisons 44, Dolphins 22.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa on the move to his left.
He'll dump this off to Achane.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Open man, that's Hill, complete.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play. He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Flush to his right. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. George Pickens from 3 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Hey, 47. Switch,
Well, Prescott here to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Kill. 47. Go, get out there. Good. Under.
2nd down, Prescott. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.